YouTube, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Receiver FG back with another video. Today I'm going to be showing off the top 5 builds, and coming in at number 5 is the stretch. Just real quick before the video starts, I'm not going to be picking the best physical pie chart you should go with. I'm just going to pick a random one. That being speed every time, just because I'm trying to get through the video a little quicker. But other than that, most of the time my only tips of advice if you make any of these builds is if you're going to go with a slasher that can also rebound, then you want to go with vertical and speed. And if you're going to go like a stretch or something like this right here, you're going to go pure speed. You need pure speed, but yes, there are different pie charts for everyone. You can pick your own, it's perfectly fine. So right here's the best way I found to build the stretch big, in my opinion. This is the way I built it, and it's very good. The reason stretch big came in at number 5 is because of how much they do not miss this year. They are so broken, man. I mean, you only get 55 badges in total, but you can go 6-7. But in my opinion, you can go 6-8 and it's a little better. So 6-8, and then you can lower your weight all the way down. I would go like 190 something, but I'm just trying to get through the video a little quicker. So make it to where you're still 73 speed, but you don't lose anything, obviously. Yeah, right there is perfect where I just put it. And then minimum wingspan with sharp takeover. I'm telling you, you won't miss. That's the number 5 build, stretch 4. Okay, so coming in at number 4, and right now I'm going to give off my honorable mentions. My honorable mention is going to be a shooting glass lock. I understand how important a shooting glass lock is to your team, but this right here is going to be a rep farming build. But just due to rep farming, I think this build is so dominant. It gets Hall of Fame finishing badges. You dunk everything, man. It's ridiculous, but there is a better center build in the game that I will give you. There's actually 2 better center builds in the game. Most of these are going to be center builds in the game. I'm not going to go over point guard builds because I'm going over the most dominant builds in the game right now. So this comes in at number 4. It's a very dominant build. You get 22 defensive, 24 finishing, and you're going to get 13 playmaking. This was on my channel a few weeks ago, and it's the glass cleaning finisher with Hall of Fame finishing and Hall of Fame defensive with, I think, 12 finishing badges. Yeah, you're going to go 6'9". Default weight, in my opinion, is the best, and max wingspan. And then I like to go glass takeover, but you can go slasher if that's what you want to do. It doesn't really matter. So, yeah, that's the glass cleaning finisher. Coming in at number 3 is, my bad, another glass cleaning finisher, but this is the pure red pie chart. This is the best way to make the build. You get gold finishing, but you get more badges. Yes, you only get gold finishing in this build, but you still get elite contact dunks. That's why this build is a little better than the glass cleaning finisher with double Hall of Fame. Just in my opinion, this is the best center build in the game right now. Look at how easily you can get 30 defensive badges. You can toy around with this a little bit, but I didn't want to toy around with it too long just for the sake of the video. But there's plenty of ways you can get 30 defensive badges and still be perfectly fine. Right here, you're going to see me lower down like my lateral quickness. And look at all these things you can take off and still have 30. It's ridiculous. You can have literally like 60 lateral quickness and still have 30. But as soon as you take off your offensive rebound, say goodbye to those 30. So right there, I'm just going to put it at as many as I can keep 30 with. So I'm going to put it at 62 lateral quickness. Probably don't want to do that. Probably want to have your lateral quickness in my opinion, but it is what it is. You know, you can go ahead and do what you want. So you get 6 playmaking, 18 finishing. That's a total of 54 badges at this point, and 55 with the shooting badge. And there you go. You can max out your stuff a little more. But you'll be a defensive monster on this build. You get better rebounding, better block, better steal, better interior D, better everything. You'll be a little more of a horse on this build. And that's why it comes in at number 3. It's a very dominant center build, but in my opinion, still not the best center build. Just my opinion. And by the way, guys, I am a center. This is why it's a little more heavy towards centers. I understand there's a lot of great point guard builds, so let's go ahead and get into one. This is obviously everyone's favorite point guard build this year, but I still think it's a very dominant, amazing build when used right. People are dexing with it. People are, using screens. I've seen people ISO with it. Like, there's so many different ways to use this build. For me, I like to go a little bit on the driving layup. I wouldn't do this right here. You could save yourself 10 points and just go with a driving layup of 70 so you can get the best layup package, which is long athletic. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but yeah. And I like to go 22 shooting And then, yeah, this is the perfect way to make this build, in my opinion. I'm sure there's might be a better way, but in my opinion, this is the best way to make the build. I like to play defense, so I'm going to give myself a little more defense on this build than most people would. I'm going to give myself 9 defensive badges. And that being said, I just think it feels the best. And you still have 9 more upgrade caps left, so you'll end up getting 22, 9, and 1. So that's a total of 54 badges for this build. Like I said, you could take off a little driving layup and try to get a couple more badges. That's up to you. But that's just how I showed it. And right here, the perfect weight's about 175 in my opinion, 176. And then minimum wingspan, of course, you want to have the most shooting on this build. And the takeover doesn't matter. Shot creator or sharp is just as good. They both do different things, but very well. And the last build, coming in at number 1, it's a paint beast, but in reality, this isn't the interior force. You're going to go pure slasher on this build. And the reason why is because you'll have a 95 post hook, and post hooks are overpowered. You'll never miss a post hook in this game as long as you play well. Yes, post hooks are by far the best ways to score I've ever seen, especially if you can master your shot stick. You will never miss a post hook. You're going to see me toying around with my mid-range and stuff like that, but in reality, you don't need a 59 mid-range. You're not going to cash with a 59 mid-range very often. But if that's what you want to do, give yourself a little midi and get a couple more shooting badges. That's up to you. But in my opinion, I wouldn't do it. This is the best way to make the build. This is the best 1v1 court build. Think about your badges. You're still going to get 11 defensive badges when you see me actually doing the build right. You're still going to get 11 defensive badges. So that is very good. I mean, you got gold, you have bronze box, gold, rebound chaser. That's 4 of your badges. You still have 7 left, so you could run like gold silver rim protector, gold intimidator, and then like something else silver that you like. Not too bad at all for the badges. Definitely a very, very solid build. This is the post hook god. You even got a little post fade and 6 shooting badges, so you can go to that post fade too. This is why this is the best build in the game. It's dominant on the twos. It never misses a post hook. It's not lackluster on defense. You have 20 playmaking badges. You end up with 7 shooting. You can do everything. You can't shoot the ball, but you can shoot post fades from Uganda. You can shoot post hooks from Uganda. You can shoot post fades from anywhere on the court, it seems like. And most of these people make this build 7-3, which makes it even harder to deal with. But yeah, you can make it however you want. Obviously, you can make it more dominant, less dominant, on whatever you end up choosing. You can make it a 1s or 2s build. But yeah, it's definitely the best build in the game. That's it for me, guys. It's your boy, Receiver FG. Hope you enjoyed my top 5. I'm out.